10 years ago today, the former town administrator of Lincoln was sworn in as Rhode Island's new U.S. Marshal, but this was marred by controversy, as you'll see in today's flashback from August 13th, 2002.
Of the United States Marshal.
During my continuance in office.
So help me God.
So help me God.
With that, former Lincoln Town Administrator Burton Stallwood becomes the 34th U.S. Marshal in Rhode Island. Stallwood's nomination for the Marshal's job by U.S. Senator Lincoln Chafee marked with controversy. Chafee picked Stallwood over another applicant, State Police Captain Brendan Doherty. Stallwood has no direct law enforcement experience, but he claims his leadership role as town administrator gave him plenty of experience in administering law enforcement departments. And he does have the backing of Chief U.S. District Court Judge Ernest Torres. But some law enforcement officials tell News Channel 10 they are skeptical of Stallwood's ability to run the Marshal's office.
You think you have the widespread support of the law enforcement community in Rhode Island that you're ultimately going to have to deal with on a regular basis?
I think but they'll step back and see the job I do, and within 6 months they'll see the type of job I do administratively, and working with the chief deputy, I think they'll come to know the type of expertise I have.
Ironically, before Stallwood was nominated, he wrote a letter of recommendation for the job for Captain Doherty. Marshal Stallwood started his job immediately after being sworn in and says he doesn't foresee making any changes in the way the office is being run.
A lot of familiar faces in that story. You got a current congressional candidate and the current governor of Rhode Island among some of the other players. Burton Stallwood served as U.S. Marshal in Rhode Island until President Obama was elected in '09, or that's when he began to serve. Former State Police Lieutenant Colonel Stephen O'Donnell was appointed. He, of course, has since moved on to his current post, Superintendent of State Police, right? Former Gloucester Police Chief Jamie Hainsworth is expected to be the next U.S. Marshal in Rhode Island. The full Senate has approved that appointment, and that's pending, I guess.
Yes, it is.
And you recognize the reporter in that story from 10 years ago, Jim Terracani, still here as our chief I-Team reporter. An interesting flashback with a lot of political figures.
Yeah, it was.